Our next guest just posted a video of herself this morning in an itsy bitsy orange bikini.
Hey, listen,
I saw it on the gram.
Yeah.
Okay. It is Wellness Wednesday. A lot of you have contacted me.
Yes, just
have slid into my DMs. The prompter is all the way scrolled down. So I'm just going to tell you this.
Just give it
I am not on Ozempic.
You said it.
I know many people think I am. It's like you lose weight these days and people just assume.
Right.
That's fine.
You
I'm
work
flattered.
hard. You work hard.
I work out and I take care of myself.
That's
and
right.
I have been actively trying to put myself first for a very long time. To that extent, you can't do it alone. It requires a team. Here's a before and after picture.
Real.
In the same dress, okay? I think there's like roughly a year and a half between those photos. Mm-hmm. It was gonna be a bathing suit picture. I couldn't go all the way there, so we were doing the dress instead. So, joining us now to let you all know how I got my groove back.
That's right.
Is friend of the show. She's been on before. Krystal Weisberg, Fit Like Chris. Thank you for coming back and doing this.
So excited.
Very, very exciting.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Her transformation was
Phenomenal.
so good.
Phenomenal.
And
I mean, let me just say something. Because as someone who has sat next to you for the past year and a half, I think you are stunning. I loved you in whatever you were wearing or whatever, however you showed up. Knowing that you feel good like this is what helps me support you. So I don't care if you're 1,000 pounds or 101 pounds. If you feel good and you're navigating the world and not putting other people down, here.
Thank you, Muddy.
Go.
Okay, well, now that we got that out of the way, please, we know you. You were on the show at the end of last year. FLK Method, Bikini Bootkamp. What are they?
Yeah.
I just want to reiterate what she was saying because that's such a big part of FLK Method is it is a mindset. And I was going to say that even before she did anything with me, she's gorgeous inside and out. And my programs, they're completely virtual. So FLK Method, which FLK is Fit Like Chris. Fit is a mindset. It doesn't look a certain way. It's all virtual. You do it at home. It's workouts, but it's also a lot of programs. And today I'm specifically talking about Bikini Bootkamp, which is a customized program to anyone who joins it. Right. It's a 6-week program, all virtual. You can do it from home. And the reason it works is because I get to learn who you are and how to create a routine.
Well, I remember one time being on the phone with you and you were like, hold on, I have my Zoom. And I was like, okay, so what did she specifically do?
So there's sort of an orientation process when you first come on, and I like to learn about people's lives because someone that has her schedule, I can't give her the same routine as someone that
has a 9 to 5.
Yeah, has a 9 to 5,
right.
or maybe has 5 kids, or has 2 jobs and 5 kids, or is recovering from an illness, or just had a baby. So there's so many ways to be fit, and the biggest sort of misconception is that there's the one way, these absolutes. You know, you have to do cardio this amount of times, you have to lift weights, you have to, and it's really a combination of all those things.
And what was your combo?
What do you mean?
Were you strength training? Were you doing yoga?
My specific checklist.
Do you remember it?
Yes, it's ingrained in my brain now. I was just telling you this morning, I don't even have to look at it anymore because it's how I live my life at this point. But yeah, she knows that I have the gym that I go to, shout out to Austin, and I lift weights. And so that was incorporated into what I do, but there's like little extra things too, and a lot of mine was focused on what's happening in the kitchen because, you know, it's hard, and, you know, it was a lot of accountability involved, which is important. And, you know, I have you as an accountability buddy because we're on the same wavelength.
I give you fruit.
But besides getting the body fit, there is a mental aspect of wellness and fitness in general. So how important is mental health, and how do you incorporate that into your program?
It's incorporated in all different ways, but I'll give you a really good example that a lot of people can probably relate to with food. Like when you go on a diet or you try to start eating healthy, a lot of times you'll go into a social situation and you'll be like, I can't eat that. I can't eat that. And instead I try to teach people it's more, you're just choosing not to eat that because you have a goal. And my program is goal-oriented, so you can tell me whatever your goal is. I'm going to ask you why, because that's important, and then I'm going to help you get there.
Right.
I remember actually many conversations with you during our weekly check-in, and you would ask what was the hardest thing for me to do this week, because the checklist kind of morphed week by week for the 6 weeks, and what was the biggest takeaway. And I think still to this day the biggest takeaway for me was being mindful. Because it's hard. You know, I rush around from 2 o'clock in the morning when my alarm goes off until I hit the pillow at like 5, 6 p.m. And so it's just being mindful when it comes to like grabbing things to fuel myself. Okay, am I going to eat this because I'm hungry? Or like, how is this going to help me get through the rest of my day? And like incorporating and connecting the mind with what I am choosing to put in my mouth and my body.
Yeah, you're just paying attention to what you eat.
Just pay attention. You don't have to not eat that or not eat that.
Just pay attention and make the choice because you want to, not because you have to.
I like this idea of I can't eat versus I'm going to choose not to eat this and I'm going to eat this instead, or I'm not going to eat, or I'm going to drink water, or whatever, or I'm going to have the margarita. I mean, whatever you choose. That.
Can we? Real quick before we get to this, I know we're going to do a demo. Let's talk about the checklist.
Okay.
Do we have it? Because we have a checklist.
Yeah, I gave you guys a little teaser because there are some sort of standard things that everyone can do. And so this season, I think getting in a strength workout, which means any resistance training, that could be a body weight push-up, or if you go to the gym and lift weights, that's cool too. Bikini Bootkamp, the thing that makes it awesome is because you can also use it in addition to your gym membership. It's holding you accountable.
Yes.
So you can have a gym membership, but you could also not use it. So Bikini Bootkamp is also to help you use what you already have. Cardio is also important in the form of like walking, jogging, cycling, something that's just focused on getting your heart rate up and down without much equipment. So 15 minutes sort of each, one or the other. And this is 8 things we're gonna hit, but the goal is to get 4 of them a day.
And this is for you watching at home. Everybody, take a screenshot of this.
Get those steps in.
This is all stuff that was in my checklist that worked for me.
Yeah, this is important. 7 to 10,000. There's a lot of people with sedentary jobs and they feel bad because they can't get this 10,000 steps a day. What about 7? Have a range. Water, very important. 60 at a minimum. Try to go to half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 150, 75. And I think the last one was maybe no desserts or sweets. And again, that's not an absolute. Those are 8 things, and you're trying to get 4 of them a day. So you can have desserts and sweets, but let's not eat it every day. Depending on what your goals are.
Plan. Just you have to have a plan, and the checklist helps you, along with all the wonderful people that do the program with you.
Fantastic.
Okay. Well. It is Global Running Day.
Can we, you know what? We're going to run after the show. Thank you. I'm going to run after the show. For all of us. You're never. Thank you so much for what you do.
Thank you. She's seriously changing lives out here. By the way, I don't know how much I weigh. I don't own a scale. That doesn't matter to me. It's how my clothes fit. It's how I feel on the inside.
That's right.
And how I look on the outside, too, because I'm vain. Anyway, for more information on the FLK method or Bikini Bootcamp, go to www.fitlikekris.com. All of her Instagrams will be on our Instagram as well. Okay?
Do yourself a favor.
Yes.
And do it. I like the checklist. I like it.
Yeah, it's good.